I wish I'd known that everyone felt the same way I did when I arrived, that everyone was nervous and no one really knew anyone, that it was all just about putting yourself out there.
You get a gut feeling sometimes, you're like, I've got to go here, and even though it was 6 hours away from my hometown, I was like, I've just got to go for it.
Anglia Ruskin University, my goodness me, what a year you've had.
You will meet so many people that will help you when you apply for future things after you graduate, and there's always something to do and people to meet that will benefit you in the future.
We all get involved in new things. There are lots of things going on every single day, and I'm always involved in something.
Meeting students here was the first inspiration I got.
It's amazing because I feel like I'm at home.
And the winner is Chris Cook.
I genuinely couldn't have achieved what I have achieved without my degree, so thank you to Anglia Ruskin University for helping me with that. This award just says that you're on the right path, not only for my own career, but for inspiring future generations to do what I do. If I could give one piece of advice for future graduates, go all in, commit to it, go full in on it, get that dream.
Winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award, Professor Amari Gesta.
And I should really thank Anglia Ruskin University for starting me off in my life journey.
We are so proud of you, all that you have achieved throughout your journey at ARU.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please do take a seat. On behalf of the Academic Registrar, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you to Chelmsford Cathedral for today's ARU graduation ceremony. We have all gathered here today to celebrate your success, the class of 2020. Well, what a year it has been. I am sure, like many others, that you have had your doubts over the last 18 months as to whether you would ever get to a graduation ceremony and have the chance to celebrate your successes. However, we have got here at last, and very well done to you all for simply completing your studies under such unprecedented circumstances. Graduation ceremonies follow a tradition that dates back to the 15th century, and it is a tradition which has evolved since. Roughly translated, graduation means taking a step, and graduation symbolises the move of the former student, now called a graduand, into a new role in society as a graduate, where they will use their skills and talents developed during their studies to contribute to the future advancement of society. As each graduand crosses the stage, they will pause and bow to the Vice-Chancellor, who will respond in kind and acknowledge their success, and, moreover, to symbolise their transition to their new role as a graduate. We will applaud them for their success so far, but also in anticipation of the contribution we expect them to make in society in the future. At the conclusion of our ceremony, the Vice-Chancellor will formally admit all new graduates into the community of scholars. And as new members of the community, as the academic procession leaves the stage, the new graduates will join the procession, and that will bring our ceremony to a close. During proceedings, those graduating with higher research degree awards will have their hood placed on them by the Vice-Chancellor to indicate that they have attained the very highest levels of academic achievement. So it is now time to begin our formal proceedings. I hereby declare the ceremony to be in session, and I call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Roderick Watkins, to address you. Vice-Chancellor.
Distinguished guests, graduands, family and friends, colleagues, as Vice-Chancellor of Anglia-Ruskin University, I am delighted to join you today at your graduation ceremony. And firstly, to all those graduating today, my congratulations on reaching this milestone and graduating from your chosen course. Today is a day of great celebration. It's an opportunity for each of you to take stock, to reflect, celebrate your achievements to date, but also to look forward to the exciting careers that stretch out in front of you. And whatever career you enter, you are the future. You now have the opportunity and the responsibility to embrace and promote change, to implement new ideas and new ways of working. The passion, energy, and commitment that led you to undertake your ARU degree and gave you the strength and resilience to succeed in that task, despite all the challenges you have faced, including those posed by this dreadful pandemic, can now be applied to building your careers and realizing your aspirations. And whether your future lies in education, health, social care, science, technology, law, or the arts, with your passion and your expertise, you really can now make a difference, helping society to address the challenges that we all face, nationally and globally. And we will have succeeded in our task if we have helped you to develop the skills, confidence, and determination to influence and lead your professions to promote change and to achieve your ambitions. As well as serving our students, we at ARU are fully committed to serving our region and the communities in which we are based. Economic development, social inclusion, business support, tackling health inequalities, these are all fundamentally important elements of our mission, transforming lives through innovative, inclusive, and entrepreneurial education and research. In 2020, we were chosen as a higher education partner for the establishment of a new university in Peterborough, due to open in 2022, ARU Peterborough. This exciting initiative will provide life-changing opportunities for many local people who may not previously have considered university, and deliver a skilled local workforce that will meet employers' needs. We were also delighted to be chosen to train new officers for the Metropolitan Police Service, as well as all 7 police forces right across the east of England, as part of a national overhaul of police officer training that year. And our students won innumerable prizes, including Student Social Worker of the Year, Student Nurse of the Year, B&A Illustrator of the Year, and the World Illustration Award. But our reach extends well beyond the eastern region in which we are based. We are a genuinely global community of students and researchers. We attract students from over 180 countries, and they flourish with us because they find a second home here. And our researchers, too, have worldwide reach and impact. Research that has real, tangible impact on people's lives was given a new urgency in the pandemic. And our researchers responded rapidly to the COVID-19 outbreak by committing to research that would help us to understand and develop interventions to address the massive impact the pandemic was having on all our communities, locally, nationally, and internationally. Their work included research into ways to speed up coronavirus testing, a public health study on the impact of self-isolation, and an investigation into innovative drug combinations that can reduce complications in COVID-19 patients. So in our research, as in our education, we are having real, tangible impact on people's lives, and that's something of which we can all be proud. But above all, we define our success as a university by the positive impact we have on the lives of our students and the communities we serve. And for us to succeed, we will need your support as our newest alumni, because the support we receive from our alumni really matters, adding value to the education we provide our students and supporting our researchers to push boundaries. So please help us to build links with your networks and your professions, and spread the good word about your university. Before I close, I would like to pay special tribute to your friends and families who have provided you with their constant support throughout your education. You and we owe them our sincere gratitude, so thank you very much. And I would also like to acknowledge and thank my colleagues, the staff right across ARU, for their tireless work and professionalism and their extraordinary commitment to supporting you and all in our community through the challenges of the pandemic. So, once again, my warm congratulations to you all. I do hope you enjoy your day. I wish you well wherever your ARU degree takes you, and please do stay in touch. ARU is your university for life, and our success and your success are inextricably linked. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, thank you. We now come to our main business for today's ceremony, the presentation to the Vice-Chancellor of those receiving awards today. And I call upon Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Dean of Faculty, Professor Nigel Harrison, to come to the podium to present to the Vice-Chancellor graduands from the Faculty of Health, Education, Medicine and Social Care.
Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present to you graduands from the Faculty of Health, Education, Medicine and Social Care. For the award of Master of Science, Physician Associate, Mariam Fatima Jaweed. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate, Medical and Healthcare Education, Helen Rebecca Horn-Curtis. Evian Thomas. For the award of Master of Science, Medical and Healthcare Education, Olusegun Adetunji. Ben Bathen. For the award of Master of Science, Physician Associate, Fatma Suleiman Al-Ismaili. Irisha Shalamali Rodrigo Bastien Coral Alage. Lisa Blackburn. Terrero Lisa Chitio. Samantha Shizao Ezar. Victoria Alicia Cook. Aisha Gaidu. Jodie Hinchcliffe. Ramatale Adifunk Jampeji. Kakuthlau Tiwaj Don Piyumi. Narali Ladva. Irene Mackay. Shirley Netsa Mukara Kate. Sibu Sisiwi Lina Muyara Dazi. Na Hogen Atanyo P. Odiji. Mariam Shivani. Aji Karan Savan Anara J. Sasinai Nathanjani Somakandra. Daniel Karaman Adam Spitalenik. For the award of Master of Arts, Special Educational Needs and Disability, Nkosi Dakwi. Vice-Chancellor, that completes the list of graduands for me to present to you today.
Professor Nigel Harrison, thank you. We have many distinguished academics at ARU, and I would like to ask one of them, Daniel Greenwood, Senior Lecturer in Clinical Pharmacy, to come to the podium to offer a few words.
Good afternoon, and it's a pleasure to be with you. How strange to speak to a huge audience in person, face to face. Also, I do feel like I've just entered the set of Harry Potter. This is actually the first time I've worn this, having my own PhD graduation postponed a couple of years ago because of the pandemic. But enough of me, because I'm rather boring, and instead more about you guys and your amazing families in front of me. First, congratulations to our graduands, soon-to-be graduates. What an incredible achievement, but also what a few years. You've perhaps studied throughout the most challenging period in the last 80 years. You've had to maintain motivation, studying from home via Zoom and Teams, and I've no doubt you'll be wishing I was on mute shortly. I can only begin to imagine how challenging it's been for you. Staying home was a necessity for the greater good, and you've totally embraced that, so thank you. More broadly, we have all made sacrifices or changed our lives to ensure success, but you have absolutely done so more than most. I really do think you will look back on this as an experience which has helped you to grow for the better. And that is exactly what I want to focus on here, growth. So what is growth? In true academic style, growth is defined as the process of increasing in size. It's about achieving your goals and desires. So I want to take you on a brief journey here through the stages of growth, here as I see them, I guess. I'm sorry, you've not really got much of a choice, so we're going to roll with this. First, reflection. How did we get to this point? I'll focus on that first. Second, let us live for today. And third, let's look to the future. So first, reflection. You have undoubtedly grown over the last 3 years or more here, and you will continue to grow. So please do embrace this. Learning is lifelong, and never forget that. The most successful people acknowledge this and do not quibble about it nor around it. But to be honest, I think I've learned so much, as much from those who left school age 16 and started their own business as I have senior university professors. Reflect, embrace, and continue to learn. Second, live for today. It's often very easy to ignore our current situation and instead always look ahead. But we should actually be totally engaged in our current circumstance. My advice would be to learn from all of those around you, regardless of any kind of qualification. Use that learning to better yourself as you go forward. Live for today. And third, looking beyond today, my third theme is tomorrow. Let us all look to the future. We've talked about reflecting on the past and also living for today. But what lies ahead? The next steps for you are, I'm sure, the most exciting yet. The future is not yet written, and so you can do anything you desire. New graduates often feel they're restricted to particular roles in particular fields, but that is totally untrue. I thought I would work as a pharmacist full-time, but instead I opted for a PhD, and because I love solving large-scale problems and applying my skills to national and often international research, working with large teams. My experience aside, please do work to make the world a better place. You absolutely have the talent to do so. You have met a standard, one which so many people could only hope to have the opportunity to pursue, let alone achieve. I have no doubt your parents are so incredibly proud. You have most likely exceeded their expectations. You are the future. And talking of a better world, and without wanting to be some kind of typical environmentalist who are all too often booed off stages, I feel I'd be doing a disservice to not at least recognise the environment in front of such an educated audience. Even as an academic, where scientific method and evidence are at my core, I am as guilty as anyone. I could do so much more to protect our environment, and I will continue to try to do so. As you go out into the world of work, please do have the environment at the forefront of your endeavours. If I'm honest, and again speaking as a scientist, the situation really does scare me. Just imagine 20,000 general waste bins every fortnight are emptied in Chelmsford alone, and then try and imagine that on a global scale. These are quantities I struggle to even comprehend. We must all do more. I'm presuming you have fortnightly bin collections in Chelmsford because I'm from Manchester and we do that. So we're going to go with that. Serious note aside, what we aren't going to distract from right now is all of your absolute, totally deserving hard work and entirely justified moment of glory. Let us not put a downer on things, but instead let us all go forward and make the world a better place. Thank you.
Daniel, thank you, and I'm going slightly off script because Daniel is also graduating today but chose to address you rather than walk across the stage. He had a choice, so thank you so much, Daniel. We will continue with the presentation of those receiving awards today, and I call upon Pro Vice-Chancellor and Dean of Faculty, Professor Gary Packham, to come to the podium to present the Vice-Chancellor with graduands from the Faculty of Business and Law. Professor Gary Packham.
Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present to you graduands from the Faculty of Business and Law. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Accounting and Finance, Samuel Kawami Agyalko. Gurpal Singh Bohogel. Fangling Ale. Ashley Shimganda. Brandon Kite. Khalil Abraham Lopez Murez. Rokas Matatuli Vicius. John McCoplin. Alex Charles Pace. Yankee Patel. Preena Patel. James Patton. Perry Saridag. William Andrew Turley. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Banking and Finance, Olumide Olawayemisi and Nita Agyegbe. Afsanda Begum. Nikita Chauhan. Shirley Hamilton. Leonard Alfred Graham Jennings. Yihi Lui. Subikin Suganarajay. Anelia Yankova. For the award of Diploma of Higher Education Business, Yosef Mahari. For the award of Bachelor of Arts Business, Favour Tulawani Adafila. Rahul Patel. For the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Business, Zach Nicolau. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Business Management and Finance, Juliet Alice Beale. Takutswa Shakaruka. Emily Catherine Cohen. Aaron Cooper. Samantha Doe. Jasmine Gasmi. Thomas Giles. Maria Angelica Mazzono. Luke Michael Moraes. Greg Ward. Alice Rebecca Wright. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Finance and Business Analytics, Joshua Weller. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Finance and Economics, Ledner Priscilla Pascal Filippi. Anna Edward Mihayo. For the award of Master of Science, Accounting and Finance, Nazir Ahmed. Mohammed Abdul Salam Farina. Alfred Parker Jr. Gifty Rose Sunny. For the award of Master of Science, Supply Chain Management, Anna Ifadiki. For the award of Master of Science, Physician Associate, Tomalola Grace James. Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present those who have been awarded higher research degrees. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis entitled Petroleum Price Regulation and Corruption in Nigeria, the Shaw P Initiative, Raymond Odu Dibang Ashua. For the award of Doctor of Philosophy with a thesis entitled A Critical Review of Multinational Corporation Corporate Social Responsibility Practice, a Case Study, Tei Timothy Osadia. Vice-Chancellor, that completes the list of graduands for me to present to you today.
Professor Gary Packham, thank you. Many congratulations to you all. In addition to your success, there are many fellow graduands with whom you studied but who are not attending today's ceremony for a variety of reasons. In their absence, please would you join me in acknowledging their success. We are now nearing the end of our ceremony, but first I would like to ask Anna Maheo, one of our wonderful new graduates, to come to the podium to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of those receiving awards today. Anna.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests and fellow graduates, it is my pleasure to offer the vote of thanks today from myself and on behalf of the students graduating at this ceremony. The sharing of knowledge is just as important as receiving it, because without sharing, knowledge has no value. The first piece of advice I want to share with you is to always try new things and challenge yourself, even if you think it's a bad idea. Don't be afraid to fail. Use your failures as an opportunity to learn what works and what doesn't. Fall forward and don't be afraid to fail big. During our time at university, we faced numerous hurdles, from staying up late to finishing an assignment, to working part-time on our days off, while still trying to maintain a social life. There's a lot to juggle. We got through these difficult times through our commitment, determination, and hard work. 4 years and one pandemic later, we are here today to celebrate our graduation. The pandemic affected us all in many ways. We had to face a multitude of barriers with our unrelenting will to succeed. Despite of all these failures and challenges, we are standing here now because of our determination, persistence, and resolve to persevere. As we step into adulthood and start to chase our goals, there will be harder challenges to overcome. The world is moving fast, and we have to move just as quickly. The bad news is that time flies. The good news, you're the pilot. Always keep in mind that you're an unstoppable force, and when you employ your unwavering willpower, you can achieve great things. Now that we've graduated, we're going to experience something that is both exciting and terrifying: freedom. We now have the freedom to choose who we are and where we will go, and I want to encourage every single one of you to live your best life. Enjoy every moment that life gives you, as you never know what might happen next. As today's graduation comes to a close, I would like to thank our lecturers for all the hard work they put into educating us. Their patience and insightful feedback always helped us produce our best work. I'd also like to express my gratitude to all of the senior staff, the behind-the-scenes staff, and our faculty for all the care and support they've given to us throughout our time here. Every single one of you has contributed significantly to making our time at university the best it can be. Furthermore, I'd like to thank the Vice-Chancellor and all of the guests who attended our graduation event today. We are grateful to have you here. Thank you.
Anna, thank you and very well done. I now call for one final time on the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Roderick Watkins, to address the new graduates.
So now, please, will all those who have been presented to me here on the stage today, will you please stand? As Vice-Chancellor of Anglia-Ruskin University, I hereby admit you to the degrees, diplomas and awards for which you have been presented to me today. As a member now of the community of scholars, take all that you have learned into society and uphold the values of freedom of thought and scholarship. Our warmest congratulations to you all.
Honoured guests, that brings us to the end of our ceremony, and I hereby declare proceedings closed. Can I now please ask you all to stand for the academic procession?